Hey guys, welcome to another Drinks with Barry. We're sipping on some cappuccino.
Barry has a cappuccino machine now.
Barry's fancy.
Very chic.
Yeah, so we actually, now that Colin's more able-bodied, we actually have more stuff to talk about. The remodeling is in full swing, so you want to tell them what you've been up to?
Sure. I have a list. I've modernized from the cue cards.
Just about to say that.
The big project for me this week has been wiring. So Barry was wired, the 120 circuit was wired with these junction boxes, and they call them junction boxes. Basically, they would just run a wire in, mash another wire on, and call it good. They're using solid core copper wires instead of stranded wiring. And this isn't a mechanical intersection, it's just a friction fit. So the wires wiggle loose, and then you lose power. So like we originally didn't have power at the very front of Barry. I was able to patch it using their existing system, just punch the wires back into place and call it good. But a real solution's been done now. That's garbage. And so now all those little things have been replaced with a real junction box, and I'm adding a new junction box to the very front of Barry because they did some weird junctions up there, so the daisy chaining the outlets, and I'm getting rid of all that. So it's going to have a proper junction box up there. Just solve this problem once and for all. What the heck. While doing that, I had the idea of let's replace some of the outlets, which were just like that other junction box, but they have receptacles in the front. And I said, I hate that they did that it's not a mechanical fastener, it's just a friction fit. But I said, what? How about we instead add outlets that have USB charging ports? Because we have way too many USB devices that at least a couple are always plugged in at all times charging, such as our life. So these, whenever we have 120, we will have out, it's like 3.5 amps total combined power to the USB ports. I do not know how happy these are going to be being on the generator, considering Barry's built-in generator, the Onan, is not a pure sine wave generator. I'm not sure how happy these are going to be, so testing is needed in that regard before we fully commit to it. But the plan is to have one of these up on the passenger side front. We're obviously going to have 12 volt and 5 volt up there already off the panel. But have one of these up there and might do another one in the living quarters or bedroom, probably living quarters, like near the settee. So we'll see. This might be exciting though. The only catch to doing this is the other ones were integrated into sort of a handy box, so I had to get these little handy boxes to install with little flappers, enlarge the hole a little bit so they fit, and then this fits in, and it's all pretty.
It's like electrical Moroccos.
Yay! That's what I'm doing at night, when you're inside, I'm out here going, having cappuccinos and dancing.
And also, since he was working on the electrical part of the front of Barry, we are actually able to plug in the TV now to the front where it goes. And we watched the new X-Files. We kind of geeked out a little bit.
Sitting in our backyard, in order to watch X-Files, we had to turn on the satellite for Barry because we don't have a TV in the house. We had to come out here, hang out in Barry, which fortunately, it was just that the night before I got the power running at the front of Barry, so we had the TV fully functioning before we were having to run an extension cord to a middle receptacle. Now, so we got to watch X-Files and Barry.
Yeah. Is that kind of like epic geekiness right there?
It's something weird.
I'll take it. Okay, so for me, my project, the valances. Finally, we picked out fabric. Super excited about that. And last weekend I defabricked the valance, and then today I refabricked the valance.
Woo!
Yeah. And him, he will post a picture right here of the new one. Video magic. Oh wait, wait. Now. You're gonna put something
right how there's gonna be nothing, just silence, dead air.
Or really
Neighbor dog's barking. That's what's going to be in that spot when you snap your fingers.
Or like a really embarrassing picture of me.
Too common.
Hi, Ava.
While I was in the midst of wiring, I started tackling another wiring project, and that is, you may recall before I wanted to put in a new radio for Barry, and I got one of those new big head units.
I love you too.
Fancy media center ones. Doesn't have navigation, as I didn't think it did when I got it because it was a great deal. I just went, ooh, and bought. But that's gone in, and I thought originally we needed to replace all the speakers in Barry because when you play the radio, the sound inside all the speakers sound like they were blown out. I don't know, it turns out it was the old radio because I've got the new one mocked up. It's sitting next to the TV right now. Ultimately, it will replace the backup camera. It's not there yet, and it's sitting in a big rat's nest looking maze of wires because I don't want to shorten any wires until I actually route it into that same spot of where the backup camera is. The task now is to find a backup camera that fits in the back of Barry, figure out how they put the backup camera in Barry, because I want it to be wired. I don't trust the wireless one. It has to travel through this, and I'm sure when I need it most, it'll have interference. So I want it to be wired. So I have to figure that out, figure out a backup camera to go into it, mock that up, see that it works, and then I will finalize, because I'm not willing to get rid of my black and white backup camera because it works. We need a backup camera with Barry, being neophyte RV drivers. We also got the wood to do our storage overhang idea.
So excited about the adventure gear.
I haven't started that yet though, because of part of what that would cover is all the wiring. So like the speakers, I thought I would need to run all new wires for the speakers and stuff, but no, it's with a new head unit in, it sounds great.
Oh my god, it sounds amazing.
And we're going to wire the TV into it, because the TV surprisingly is quiet.
Yeah.
And as because for us watching TV, typically it's background noise.
We're doing 5 other million things.
So I'm going to wire the TV into the head unit. It's got provisions for that. So we will then have surround sound TV. So wherever you're at, you can still enjoy the background sound of the TV.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, so...
There's something else. I have a checklist.
Oh, you check the list while I tell the story. So yesterday, we're avid mountain bikers. That's actually how we met, was out mountain biking one day. And we haven't been able to because somebody broke their ankle. And yesterday we went out and we rode.
Not pointing any fingers at all who broke their ankle.
Even the neighbor dogs agree. But yeah, so we went riding yesterday. We took it easy, went to some easy trails here locally, but it was awesome. And he still kicked my ass, even with the gimp ankle. All right, well, we're back. Our battery died, so now we're back in business. And yeah, so we went mountain biking. It was awesome. He did great. More to come. Small victories.
Yeah, getting closer. We got a new family tent versus my ultra little compact solo hiking tent and her massive Taj Mahal tent. But next week should be updates on backup camera. I should have that sorted out, hopefully.
I'm gonna paint the bathroom as soon as we're done filming right now, so we'll have that.
And I should have the jacks off, hopefully, next week, because we need to put our right front weeps a little, so I want to take all 4 of them off and go get them rebuilt, get new seals put in them.
And then finish the valances and everything else fabric related in the living area. I'm gonna have that done.
Yeah, so.
It's gonna be a busy week.
Busy week.
I love that you're able-bodied again. Woo! But basically, and we have a countdown going till spring break when we take Barry on his next trip, which is why we have the tent and the packs and all that. So, cool. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
I got nothing.
All right, cool. Until next week.
Bye.
Bye guys.